Hello and welcome to this special report roundup. Well, it's been an exciting yet exhausting 2 weeks for players, organisers and all of those that create the vital framework that makes the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships happen. The event is not only a sports event, but very much a social occasion. So at the end of week 2 and now the end of the tournament, I went down to speak to some of the people that have made the tournament what it is today and to see what sort of turnout there's been for this year. Top players have descended onto Dubai these past couple of weeks to battle it out and collect points to help them secure a place in the prestigious season-ending Barclays ATP Tour Finals in London in November. Not only do the championships promote the sport, but additionally launches Dubai as a sporting destination, attracting increased attention of the media, the sponsors, and above all, the public.
I think it was very hectic for us, and I think this is the longest tournament ever in the UAE and Dubai, because if you take like a Desert Classic, it's like 4 days, and rugby I think it's 3 days, and this is like 13 continuous days.
Well, this is going to be one of the best years ever, really. In 2006, our men's finals between Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer, and Nadal won, actually, came back after an injury to win that tournament. He was very happy. And tonight we have number 2 and number 3 in the world, Roger Federer against Novak Djokovic. Djokovic has won it twice and Federer has won it 4 times.
The Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships is a 500 series event on the ATP Tour, the only one in the Middle East, and a Premier 5 on the WTA. The tournament itself has lived up to its reputable name and has drawn in top-seed players and fans alike from across the world. The Aviation Club currently has 1 show court, 3 match courts and 6 practice courts. For the tournament to become eligible to a Masters 1000 classification, the grounds would need to expand further. However, there are no plans as yet to relocate, as players have voted the venue the best event for the past 7 years.
It's very much, again, the event evolves as we go along. This is the 19th year. So in terms of the venue, everybody loves the stadium. And the great news is we're going to be staying here, which is fantastic. There was talk about otherwise. Everybody loves the Aviation Club and the facility that offers the players, because they have their food is there, the gym is a fantastic gym facility, and they have the luxury of going to dip in the pool if they want to do that, and then strolling down to play tennis.
The past 2 weeks has treated fans to some of the hottest, most memorable matches in history, and it's the battle of the big names that brings fans back for more.
So we always bring the top players, and then top players makes a lot of difference. That's why every year, I'm sure, especially in the ladies WTA, there are a lot of new names. But again, this year we had the top 8 out of 10. So I think it's really great to have them here, and especially in the men's. Always the men's we have a problem. You do have, especially when you have Roger, number 2 in the world, Djokovic, number 3 in the world. See, all of them, I think this is the first time ever since 1993 we have the 3 seeded players that are still, they played in the semifinals. And that's really good. I think there's something different added to this year's tournament.
We came over for a few days basically to watch Roger Federer, as this is my daughter Emma, and we follow Roger around the world. We're a bit disappointed in his loss at the Australian Open to Djokovic, so we're hoping that he'll get his revenge here in Dubai. And what a better place. It's a fabulous setting, so nice, friendly, a nice village atmosphere. We go to Wimbledon every year, but Wimbledon's grand, and it's a wonderful Grand Slam tournament, of course, but it doesn't have quite the villagey atmosphere that this place does.
You can really mingle with the players, which I find coming from the United States is a very hard thing to do. You're kind of walled off. The security keeps you from being with the players. Here they really intermingle. They're very appreciative of you coming out to support them. And, that's the main reason I come. Not only to watch excellent tennis, when you watch the best player in the world, probably the best player that's ever played the game, that's one thing. But to be able to get close, shake his hand, pat him on the back, tell him great job. There's a real interconnectedness between the fans and the players that's wonderful.
2 weeks of the adrenaline-powered sport also takes its toll on the umpires and linesmen, who make sure first-class judgment is carried out, as linesmen come in from around the globe, with 3 months of planning organised ahead of the tournament.
I have something like 90 line umpires, 60 something of them from overseas, from various countries around the world. So I have to open the application or the invitations. They have to apply for me. I received this year like 110 applications from overseas to come and officiate here. I only selected 60 of them. Last 2 weeks started obviously with the WTA week. It was a very tough week for us, 9 days, based on number of players involved. There were like 64 main draw players. Doubles were a draw of 32, that's another 64 players. We were starting at 12 o'clock compared to 2 o'clock in the men's week, because number of players, we have to increase the playing hours of the day. So it was really, really tough, the first week of the WTA. ATP week, because only like half of the size of the draw, 32 and 16 for doubles, 32 singles. It was pretty okay. I mean, starting at 2 o'clock, 4 matches, and usually men's matches are much faster, so it's aces, boom, boom, and so we usually catch some rest in between the matches, morning session, evening session. Compared to the ladies, you know, the points take ages to finish. So, yeah, I mean, one day in the ladies' week we have to play like 12 and a half hours from the time we start till we finish. So it was a tiring week.
A collection of the world's sporting elite means tight security, and the Dubai duty-free security team runs a tight ship to ensure fans, players and the world's VIP are in the best hands, especially when it comes to the finals.
Yeah, I'm handling the area here, especially the VIP and the hospitality and security, more than 10 years in the same area, same position. We have more than 180 in the center court in the stadium. In the VIP, we have 22 staff here only to look after the VIP. Princess Haya, it was here. Okay, we have Sheikh Hasher bin Maktoum, always here. Sheikh Suhail bin Maktoum. We have Mr. Abdurrahman Falaknas also, and some from the Swiss Federation is coming also here. We have some from Tunisia Federation. We have some from Pakistan. We have a lot of VIPs.
As well as the security and judging, it's also been a very busy couple of weeks for the stringers and ball kids.
We only had 120 ball kids this year, 7 of which were supervisors who weren't going on the courts. So we were operating 5 courts with only 113 kids. For some of the days, I said before that the ladies' tournament is 64 people. You know, we had 5 courts operating all the time. We did 24 matches in one day. It was a really busy day. The kids' day, of course, we had 1,100 the first week, 1,150 the second week, and CF Tennis gave every single kid a free tennis lesson.
And when the players are off court, they're in constant training, where hitting partners play a crucial role in maintaining their styles, especially for the women.
I've been hitting with a lot of women's players. I've been hitting with Sarah Pierre from Israel, with Lisitsky, Flavia Pennetta from Italy, and a lot more with the men's. I've been hitting with Czech Russell, and as I said, a lot of players. Women prefer to play more with men's, like hitting partners as me, because as I said, I can keep the ball in the court for 10 times, 15 times, and the women's, they can keep 5 times, 6 times. So they like to keep the ball in the court in the practice, but in the match they're playing hard, making a lot of mistakes. The men's, they'll prefer to practice with each other from the tournament, because the men, each player here is an amazing player on the ATP tour. So they prefer to play with each other, so there's a big difference between the women's and men's.
Both weeks of the tournament have seen a variation in tennis styles and heated match moments within both the women's and the men's, attracting many different types of fans.
Well, I think the men's tennis it's a little, when I say more exciting, of course, athletically it's at a different level, not a higher level, that's wrong, and I don't want to be disingenuous to the ladies. But it is a different level, of course. They are faster, the games are more on edge, so I can see that does attract possibly more interest. But the ladies' tennis on its own is a very good game.
The women very much appreciate the interaction between the fans, and they're so much more adept at approaching them and saying hi, and they really appreciate a compliment. They're much more approachable to get an autograph or to get a picture and those kind of things. They don't have the entourage, the security, and all those kinds of things. So I really appreciate that quite a bit when it comes to the women.
A rise in the number of spectators in the second week has meant more business for the food and beverage side of the Aviation Club and Irish Village, helping boost their revenues twofold.
Revenues are up for us over last year, which is great. Spend per head has gone up, and all the areas have been busy, so it's been really good for us, so we're really happy, Feedback's been great, the whole area, because we've got different areas this year. We've got a new lounge on the left-hand side, we've increased the lounge behind you, and the whole area, people are saying, wow, it's getting bigger and better, and we're all looking forward to the hotel opening this year as well, so that'll be a huge area for us then.
And the fact that the Irish Village is situated right next to the tennis stadium is wonderful, because people can take a break, come over here, relax, get some food, have some coffee, have some tea, head on back, and it really stacks up to a lot of places that I've been. It's really second to none.
From a tournament that started out as the tennis exhibition in the 90s, the rise of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships has expanded into a global name and continues to grow from strength to strength through the leadership of award winners Dubai Duty-Free and the Aviation Club, as well as the support of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, and the first-class management teams, organisers and the leading names in tennis.
Our future plans is the area itself. Now, I don't think we can grow it anymore, but if you look with the hotel, there's going to be lots of new areas that we can explore and do something exciting with. So looking forward to that, and that should be towards the end of this year, so definitely ready for the Tennis 2012.
We are planning, like next year the hotel will be ready, the new hotel. In fact, it's supposed to be as per the schedule. It's going to be finished in November, so definitely next year the place is going to stay here. And our plan is to make this stadium much bigger, wherever we can, to adapt, add some seating. And I would say if there's anything available in the tour, whether from ATP or WTA, to make this event, let's say from 500 to 1,000, of course that will be my objective, if we can get there, like my target. But otherwise, yes, we are very happy with the week we have, both weeks back to back. And I think it's important for the players. That's why the players, they make sure this is part of their calendar to come from Australia or come from Paris to play in Dubai.
And there you have it, yet another successful year complete for the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. And a huge congratulations to all the teams involved. They really did a remarkable job. So we'll have to look forward to next year to see the launch of the new hotel, some of the expansion plans, and which big names will be brought back in. In the meantime, look out for some more of our Future Report specials. See you next time.